Greetings aspirants, welcome back to Daily Current Affairs by Civic Center IAS, where we shall discuss important relevant articles from the UPSC CSE Prelims perspective. Displayed are the topics we are going to discuss today. Coming to the first topic, India's average household consumption spends on a per capita basis rose about 3.5% in real terms through August 2023 to July 2024 from a year ago. As per the Household Consumption Expenditure Survey, and the Centre said this signals a decline in consumption inequality and a narrow gap between urban and rural spends. So, now in this context, let's discuss about the Household Consumption Expenditure Survey. The Household Consumption Expenditure Survey is conducted by the National Statistical Office (NSO) every 5 years. It is designed to collect information on the consumption spending patterns of households across the country, both urban and rural. The data gathered in this exercise reveals the average expenditure on goods and services. Additionally, the data collected in HCES is also utilized for deriving various other microeconomic indicators such as gross domestic product, GDP, poverty rates, and consumer price inflation. For the Household Consumption Expenditure Surveys 2023-2024, the key highlights are as follows. The survey is conducted from August 2023 to July 2024 with the purpose of collecting data on household consumption of goods and services. This data is essential for assessing economic well-being, updating consumer price index baskets, and measuring poverty, inequality, and social exclusion. Regarding the monthly per capita consumption expenditure, the key findings are as follows. There is an increase in MPCE for 2023 to 2024 compared to 2022 to 2023. With rural areas experiencing a 9% increase and urban areas experience an 8% increase. Furthermore, the urban-rural gap has reduced to 70% in 2023 to 2024 from 84% in 2011 to 12, showing significant rural consumption growth. Additionally, consumption inequality as measured by the Gini coefficient has declined from 0.266 to 0.237 in rural areas and from 0.314 to 0.284 in urban areas. In terms of consumption share trends, non-food items dominate expenditure, accounting for 53% in rural areas and 60% in urban areas. Among food categories, beverages, processed foods, milk, and vegetables are the leading items, while the non-food categories such as convenience, clothing, entertainment, and durable goods are prominent. Moreover, urban households spend 7% of their expenditure on rent. As for the state and UT highlights, the highest MPCE is recorded in Sikkim for the state, in which rural 9,377 rupees and for urban 13,927 rupees, and Chandigarh for UT, in which rural 8,857 rupees and urban 13,425. Conversely, the lowest MPCE is found in Chhattisgarh for the state, with rural with 2,739 rupees, urban with 4,927 rupees, and Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu, in which rural is 4,311, and Jammu and Kashmir, in which urban 6,327 for the UTs. Finally, the rural-urban gap is highest in Meghalaya, Jharkhand, and Chhattisgarh. And now coming to the second article, a female tiger cub was found dead in Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve in Umeria district of Madhya Pradesh, a forest official said on Friday. So now in this context, let's discuss about the Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve. The Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve is located in the Umeria district of Madhya Pradesh and is spread over the Vindhya Hills. It was declared a national park in 1968 and later became a tiger reserve in 1993. This reserve is renowned for its population of Royal Bengal tigers, and the density of the tiger population in Bandhavgarh is the highest known in India as well as in the world. Additionally, the national park was once the hunting preserve for the Maharaja of Rewa. And now coming to the vegetation in Bandhavgarh is mostly of the dry deciduous type, with the flora being particularly dominated by sal forests in the valleys and bamboo stretches on the lower slopes of this region. As for the fauna, the important prey species in the reserve include cheetal, samba, barking deer, nilgai, chinkara, wild pig, chausinga, langur, and rhesus macaque. And now coming to the next article, in a welcome move for patients who have a fear of needles, a team of researchers at the Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay, has developed a needle-free shock syringe. Now in this context, let's discuss about the overview of shock syringe. Researchers at the IIT Bombay, led by Professor Veeran Menezes from the Department of Aerospace Engineering, have developed a needle-free shock syringe to address needle-related fears and improve drug delivery efficiency. The working mechanism of this shock syringe relies on shockwave technology, which uses high-energy pressure waves, traveling faster than sound to penetrate the skin and deliver drugs without the need for a needle. The principle behind this technology is similar to the sonic boom created by aircraft traveling faster than the speed of sound. Now, the structure of the shock syringe includes a micro shock tube divided into three sections: the driver section, which contains pressurized nitrogen gas to initiate the shock wave, the driven section, which is filled with liquid drugs, and the drug holder, which guides the microjet of the drug. This microjet travels at speed twice that of a commercial airplane at takeoff, and the nozzle ensures a precise and gentle drug delivery process. And now seeing the benefits. The benefits of this shock syringe are numerous. First, it is pain-free and efficient, allowing for rapid and gentle drug delivery without significant discomfort, making it ideal for immunization drives for both children and adults. Moreover, it reduces risk by preventing needle stick injuries and minimizing the chances of blood-borne diseases, thus ensuring safer handling and disposal compared to traditional syringes. Additionally, it is cost-effective, designed for multiple uses, with over 1,000 shots tested, and requires only nozzle replacement for maintenance. The application of this shock syringe are varied, including immunization drives for a quicker and more efficient vaccination campaign, as well as providing patient comfort, especially for individuals with needle phobia. Furthermore, it also enhances healthcare safety by reducing risks associated with improper needle disposal and handling. And now coming to the next article. Introduction of smart classrooms under the Smart Cities mission has led to a 22% increase in overall enrollment as per data reported by 19 cities between 2015 to 16 and 2023 to 24, says a study by Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore. Now in this context, let's discuss about the Smart Cities mission. The Smart Cities mission is an innovative initiative by the Government of India aimed at improving the quality of life and driving economic growth by providing smart solutions powered by advanced technologies to achieve smart outcomes. Launched on 25th June 2015, it is a centrally sponsored scheme, and the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs is the nodal ministry responsible for implementing this mission. And coming to the objectives of the mission is to develop cities with core infrastructure, a clean and sustainable environment, and a decent quality of life using smart solutions. It also seeks to foster economic growth and improve the quality of life by focusing on social, economic, physical, and institutional pillars. Furthermore, the mission aims to promote sustainable and inclusive development through replicable models that can serve as lighthouses for other cities. And coming to the key features of the mission include its scope, which involves the selection of 100 cities for development through a two-stage competition. This mission focuses on creating replicable urban models and achieving sustainable and inclusive urban transformation. The strategy for the Smart Cities mission involves developing areas step by step through three models of area-based development: retrofitting, redevelopment, and greenfield, along with pan-city development. The core infrastructure elements in a smart city include an adequate water supply, assured electricity supply, sanitization including solid waste management, efficient urban mobility and public transport, affordable housing, robust IT connectivity and digitalization, good governance, a sustainable environment, and the safety and the security of citizens, particularly women, children, and the elderly, as well as health and education. And now coming to its implementation. To implement the Smart Cities mission, the government will create a special purpose vehicle under the Companies Act 2013. Each smart city will have its own SPV with members who will nominees from the central government, state government, and urban local bodies on the board. This SPV will be responsible for planning, appraising, approving, financing, implementing, managing, monitoring, and evaluating various smart cities development projects. Regarding funding, the Smart Cities mission is a centrally sponsored scheme, meaning that the central government provides funding for the projects. The remaining amount must be raised by the urban local bodies and the state government with a 50:50 partnership between the central and the state shares. And now coming to the next article, the Prime Minister's Citizen Assistance and Relief in Emergency Situations Fund, PM CARES Fund, received rupees 912 crore in contributions during the financial year 2022 to 23 as donations continued to pour in even after the COVID pandemic. Now, in this context, let's discuss about the PM CARES Fund. The PM CARE Fund is Prime Minister Citizen Assistance and Relief in Emergency Situations Fund, and it was established on March 27, 2020. It is registered as a public charitable trust under the Registration Act 1908. The objectives of the PM CARES Fund include providing relief and assistance during public health emergencies, calamities, or distress. It also aims to support the development or upgrading of healthcare, pharmaceutical facilities and infrastructure, as well as fund relevant research and provide any necessary support. Additionally, the fund provides financial assistance in the form of grants or payments to the affected population and takes necessary steps as deemed fit by the Board of Trustees. The constitution of the trust includes ex officio members such as the Prime Minister, who serves as a chairperson, along with the Ministry of Defence, Minister of Home Affairs, Minister of Finance, who are trustees. Regarding the funding and donations, the source of funds for the PM CARES Fund is entirely voluntary contributions from individuals and organizations, with no budgetary support from the Government of India. Donations to the fund qualify for 80G benefits, meaning they are eligible for 100% tax exemption under the Income Tax Act 1961. Additionally, donations to the fund are eligible as corporate social responsibility expenditure under Companies Act 2013. The fund can also accept foreign contributions as it is exempted under the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act. Foreign donations can be accepted via separate account, and the practices of PM CARES Fund align with those of Prime Minister's National Relief Fund, which has been receiving foreign contributions since 2011. Now, coming to the next article, the country's current account deficit moderated marginally to 11.2 billion or 1.2% of gross domestic product in July to September 2024 quarter from $11.3 billion or 1.3% of GDP in the same period of the previous fiscal. And in this context, let's discuss about the current account deficit. The current account deficit is the difference between exports and imports of goods and services. It serves as a key indicator of the country's external sector. The components of CAD include the sum of the balance of trade, net factor income from abroad, and the net transfer payments. The formula for calculating the current account is current account equal to trade balance plus net factor income plus net transfer payments. The trade balance refers to the value of imports versus exports of goods and services, while net income includes interest and dividends, and transfers encompass foreign aid and remittances. CAD is a part of balance of payments, which also includes the capital amount. The significance of CAD is highlighted by its role as an economic indicator. A combination of CAD and a physical deficit can create challenges for the stock market and investors, a scenario known as the twin deficits. On the other hand, a current account surplus indicates positive foreign capital inflows, which help boost foreign exchange reserves and strengthen the currency. The impact of CAD on the economy suggests that a country may be spending beyond its mean, and a persistent CAD can lead to currency depreciation and external vulnerabilities. However, a CAD is not always negative. If the CAD is financed by external debt, it can be sustainable if the investments yield higher returns than the cost of borrowing. Yet, an unsustainable CAD occurs when a country cannot generate enough future revenue to cover existing debt, thus risking insolvency. The causes of the current account deficit can vary. Trade imbalances occur when a country imports more goods and services than it exports. Economic policies such as expansionary fiscal or monetary policies can also contribute to a CAD by increasing imports and reducing savings, exacerbating the deficit. Additionally, exchange rates play a role, as a strong domestic currency can make imports cheaper, increasing demand and contribution to the deficit. Finally, high levels of foreign investment can lead to increased imports of capital goods, which also widen the deficit. Now, coming to the next article, let's discuss about CAQM and GRAP. The Commission for Air Quality Management (CAQM) is a statutory body established by the Government of India to address air pollution issues and improve air quality in the National Capital Region and adjoining areas. It was created with the aim of formulating and overseeing the implementation of policies, strategies, and actions to control and reduce pollution in the region. The commission was established in 2021 through the passage of Commission for Air Quality Management in National Capital Region and Adjoining Areas Act 2021. In response to the growing concerns over deteriorating air quality, particularly in the Delhi NCR region, which has one of the most polluted airs in the world. The key objectives of CAQM include improving air quality by taking proactive and corrective actions to address pollution in the National Capital Region and adjoining areas. It aims to create a coordinated approach to harmonize the effects of various state governments, ministries, and agencies involved in managing air pollution. Furthermore, CAQM promotes research on air quality management and collects and analyzes data related to air pollution. The Commission also oversees the implementation of air quality standards, ensuring that the measures taken are effective in curbing pollution. In addition, CAQM focuses on raising public awareness about the importance of clean air engaging citizens in adopting measures to reduce pollution. And coming to the Graded Response Action Plan, GRAP is a set of emergency measures designed to prevent further deterioration of air quality once it reaches a certain threshold in Delhi NCR region. Approved by the Supreme Court in 2016 after the MC Mehta vs Union of India case, it was notified in 2017. From 2021 onwards, the CAQM has been responsible for implementing the GRAP. Prior to that, the Supreme Court appointed Environment Pollution Authority had ordered states to implement GRAP measures. However, the EPCA was dissolved and replaced by CAQM in 2020. CAQM relies on air quality and meteorological forecasts provided by the Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology and the Indian Meteorological Department. GRAP consists of 4 stages, each corresponding to a different level of air quality in Delhi region. Stage 1 occurs when the air quality is poor, and stage 2 is triggered when the air quality becomes very poor, and stage 3 represents severe air quality, and stage 4 is implemented when the air quality exceeds severe plus. And now coming to the next article, NATO said on Friday it will boost its presence in the Baltic Sea after the suspected sabotage this week of an undersea power cable and 4 internet lines, while alliance members Estonia launched a naval operation to guard a parallel electricity link. Now, in this context, let's discuss about the Baltic Sea. The Baltic Sea is a part of the North Atlantic Ocean and is located in the northern Europe. It stretches northward from southern Denmark almost to the Arctic Circle, separating the Scandinavian peninsula from the continental Europe. The Baltic Sea connects to the Atlantic Ocean through the Danish Straits, allowing for the exchange of water. Coming to the key features, one of the key features of the Baltic Sea is that it contains the largest expanse of brackish water in the world. This low salinity is primarily due to the inflow of fresh water from the surrounding rivers, which dilutes the salt content. The surrounding countries include Denmark, Germany, Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Russia, Finland, and Sweden, all of which have coastlines along the Baltic Sea. The sea also have several major gulfs, including the Gulf of Bothnia to the north, the Gulf of Finland to the east, and the Gulf of Riga, which is located slightly south to the Gulf of Finland. More than 250 rivers flow into the Baltic Sea, with the Neva River being the largest. Additionally, the Baltic Sea is home to over 20 islands, the largest of which is Gotland, located off Sweden's coast. So, today we have discussed 8 articles, and tomorrow we will be back with a new video. Thank you.